this last story, we'll see how Maui did something to help out the most important person in the world. Maui's mother's name is Hina. And Hina was known to make beautiful kapa. Kapa, some of you know this, kapa is a kind of cloth made from the bark of the vauke or paper mulberry tree. You actually see an example of vauke growing out in front of the pauhara. It's usually this little skinny bush type thing. If you want to make kapa for clothing or blankets or whatever, what you got to do is you chop the tree when it's kind of young. You strip the bark off those sticks, giving these long skinny strips of the inner bark. You soak that inner bark in water for a few days till it's nice and soft. You take that soft, wet bark and you beat it to a pulp. You take that pulp and you hang it out to dry. In fact, if you look up at that mural on the Kai side of the tower, you might catch a glimpse of Hina herself making kapa. Give it a look later when you pass by it. Now, it's a long and arduous process to make kapa. And even after you're done with all those steps, well, all you got is a piece of wet bark cloth, right? So you need to dry it off. In order to get it to dry, you need the help of something you have no control over. You need the help of the
sun.
The what?
The sun.
I can't hear you. Where are you going? Say it again. The sun. Very good. I thought I heard that voice. Come over here, my dear. Come. Over here, my dear. Come toward me. Everybody say hi, Moana.
Hi, Moana.
I said 88%, you guys. Everybody say hi, Moana.
Hi, Moana.
You say hi, Moana. Very good. Hi, Moana. Hi, my dear.
What are you doing over here?
I'm telling stories. It's what I do by the fire pit most of the time. Yeah. That and cooking my beard off. You know, I was just telling the story of Maui and the sun. Yeah.
That's right.
You know a little about the story?
I do.
You like this story?
I love this story.
Yeah, I believe you. You almost yeah. Now, this story involves kapa. You know a little bit about kapa, right?
Yeah, this is made out of kapa.
It takes a long time to do, right?
Yeah.
And you need to dry it out.
With the help of the sun.
With the help of the sun. All right, here we go. Have a seat. All right. So here's where we get to the issue of the story. Because back in the days of old, the sun doesn't behave the way it does now. These days, the sun takes a long, slow stroll across the sky, giving us plenty of time to dry out all of our kapa. But back then, the sun was very, he was very arrogant. He was very selfish and stuck up. Back then, the sun loved to show off. Thank you for your help, Moana. And the best way the sun knew how to show off was he would run across the sky as fast as he could. And as the sun was running across the sky, the days, they grew shorter and shorter and shorter. The nights grew longer and longer and longer. And it seemed to Hina, Maui's mother, that she'd have any time to finish her work. Now, it broke Maui's heart to see his mother struggling to race against the sun, but he figured he could help her. And so he came up with a plan that was brave, a plan that was bold, and he made himself a giant slingshot. And he wrapped one end around a coconut tree and another end around another coconut tree, and he pulled himself back really far, and he went flying up toward the sky, and he commanded the sun, "Sun, slow down so my mother's kapa can dry." Yeah.
Uncle, I don't think that's how the story ended up.
Pretty much up until the slingshot. Yeah. It was on point, but I totally made it part of the slingshot.
Yeah.
I was playing a trick on you since you kept interrupting me. You know,
Okay.
I have a great idea.
Yes.
Why don't you assist me, and we'll see if we can finish telling the story together.
Yes.
Sounds
so,
good?
Mai was in the very
Assist. Come here.
while growing in the mountains above his home.
Oh, yeah, look, I found an invisible twisted vine rope. You know, I have a great idea. Why don't you go out there, go, see if you catch her. I'm gonna throw it far.
Okay.
Are you ready? Here we go. Go deep! So one day, Maui decides to make his way to a place called Pu'uheleakala, or the pathway nobody wants to touch our rope, I guess. Located, this place, Pu'uheleakala, located, like Moana was saying, up above his home, up in Nanakuli, right up the coast of here in Aulani. Wait, what?
It happened here on this island?
Yes, that is true.
My grandma Tala always told me that he climbed the top of Haleakala, the volcano on the island of Maui.
Well, that's true too. Like I was telling these folks earlier, Maui has had lots of different adventures all across the islands of Polynesia. And they all can sound remarkably similar, but depending on where you heard the story and maybe where you're from, they might take place somewhere different. Yeah, so true. Yeah.
I can tell this is going to be a very interesting story.
Well, it's always interesting with Maui, yeah?
That's right.
So, one day before the sun rose, Maui, I have a good idea. why don't you play the part of Maui? Yeah, it's a non-speaking part. Okay, yeah. So one day, Maui made his way up to the top of the mountain, climbing step by step, inch by inch, creeping around tight corners, sneaking, tiptoeing across very dangerous places of quicksand, ducking under low-hanging branches, jumping over rocks. Very small rocks, apparently. Fighting off very angry bees. Very angry bees, a lot of them! And there he stood at the peak, looking brave and strong with his hair billowing in the wind. You're so amazing!
You're welcome. And as the uncle,
Yeah?
you could be the sun.
I want to be the sun.
Come on, everybody's watching. Okay. And,
Wait, I gotta stretch.
okay,
Alright, I'm good.
okay. And as the sun appeared in the morning sky,
I'm the sun!
Maui cast his rope with a powerful swing and one of the sun's rays.
I told you he was strong.
Maui tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged with all his hours and hours as only a demigod could.
Maui commanded the sun to slow down, and he did not let go until the sun finally agreed to give all of one a long, sunny, warm day. What?
You promise
I have to say this part too. Fine, I agree to give all of one long, sunny, warm days for I'm the sun.
I'll let you go. So thanks to Maui, my friend,
And my hero,
from that day forward, the days were longer.
Hina, was always smiling,
Coffee was plentiful,
and the people stayed warm.
even on the coldest nights.
Mahalo nui, thanks for joining us. How about a big hand for my special assistant, Moana?
Everybody is wonderful to see you on. She's some of Maui's adventures.
Mahalo, my dear. Now I hear that there's been some sort of chicken-type bird hanging out by the pool, eating rocks and stuff.
Oh no,
Can chicken-type birds swim?
not my chicken.
You better go check on it, all right? Everybody say bye, Moana! And now it's my turn to bid aloha to all of you as well. There'll be more stories out here later on this afternoon. You'll hear different stories of these islands. But right now, I gotta go change more light bulbs. And nothing helps an uncle change those light bulbs more than having his own traveling, if somewhat fiery assistant. So until we meet again, ahui ho akuno. Have a wonderful afternoon.